No, it's not a hot tub stream. My plan was to show a little bit of how to measure water in the pool, a little pool maintenance with pH and chlorine. We've got our little droppers for doing our little test. And then after that, I thought I would teach a little bit about scuba. I was gonna kind of crack open my my scuba bottle, which has about a half a tank left, with my gear for the first time this spring season, and talk a little bit about how it works, first stage, third stage, BCD, you know, all the things that make up the scuba. You don't know how to stand up? Okay, she's kind of shy, doesn't want to. Okay. You won't. Okay, so Getmore predicts 7.5. Okay, so ideal pH is 7.6, and ideal chlorine is between 1 and 1.5. Okay, so Getmore is saying 1.6 on chlorine. Now you have to kind of guess if you think my mother is very on top of it and like maintains the pool very well, and so the levels will be like right where they should be, or do you think she's been slacking a little and maybe hasn't been paying too much attention? So when you're not paying attention, the chlorine level falls usually under 1, and then you have to add. But Getmore is showing a lot of confidence by saying 1.6 on the chlorine. I'm impressed on that. Yes, that is my scuba tank right there. So that is phase 2. My plan for the stream is 2 phases. One is to just show a little bit how to measure pH and chlorine, but then I'm gonna show my scuba equipment in the pool, and I'm gonna explain to you guys how it works. So this is my scuba tank right here. So I have it already connected to my air jacket because it's easier for me to have it not have to keep disconnecting it and reconnecting it every time. But basically, yeah, the air jacket is connected to the tank, and then if I want to, I can put it on, and then this goes over the shoulders, and then this kind of clips around the waist. But then these are the weights. So these heavy weights, they're like 6 pounds each. 1 6-pound weight goes into one side. Might need this. This is called a shorty. It's a 3 mil shorty. So shorties, you know, they don't cover your whole legs. They just cover like the upper part of your leg, and they don't cover a full sleeve. It's just like a short. And the idea is if it's like a little bit cold but not freezing, these are a lot easier to put on because they're so thin. So in really cold conditions, you have a 5 mil, which is thicker, and then it's usually long sleeves and long pants, and they're like really hard to put on and take off, especially after they're wet. Here we go. 5 red droplets. Let's hope we don't accidentally put 1 drop too many and taint the results. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, this is like a chemistry experiment, guys. This is just like being back in 7th grade and you have to measure pH. Did you ever have to do that when you were in high school, or I mean elementary school? All right, the results are coming in. Oh, the pH is quite strong. Okay, hold on. We have to hold it up to the light to get a true reading. Okay, I think it's going to be Eskimo Foe wins on the pH because it is between a 7.8 and an 8.2. You can tell by the strength of the color. In fact, without the sunlight on it, it actually looks like it's higher than 8.2. It looks like it's way at the top of the scale where we need to add acid like so bad. But when I go out into the sunlight and I hold it up with the sun behind it, the color is lighter, and it actually looks like it's in between 7.8 and 8.2. So I'm going to say that it's roughly an 8, an 8.0. So I'm going to say pH 8.0, and that's what I think. That's what I think we are actually getting as our test for pH, okay? So, well done, Eskimo Foe, guessing 7.6. You were only off by 0.4. You're going to get 10,000 hearts for that correct guess. All right, so here we go. Let's hope that I get it right so we don't taint the results. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I think Lola wants to go back inside. So let me go ahead and let her while I'm swirling this water around. Oh, man. I think the chlorine's going to be low. I think it's going to be low. Okay. Whoever had the lowest chlorine guess, I think is going to be right on this one. If I had to guess, yeah. Oh man, it is so low. It actually. How did I know you were going to pick up on that, Eskimo? All right, I'm gonna have to look at this in the sunlight to be sure. So, Mama Bear, you might have some explaining to do. The chlorine level is so low, it's even below 0.4. It's like there's not even been added any chlorine into the water at all. Maybe because the swim season hasn't started yet. Maybe because people haven't started coming over and using the pool yet. She purposely has been keeping the chlorine low. But whoever had the lowest guess on chlorine is the winner. Oh, Get More had the lowest. Well done. Well done. Let's give a shout out to Get More on that one. And I will pay each of you guys $10,000. So Eskimo won the pH and Get More won the chlorine guess. Well done, well done. Here's a shout out to Get More. I don't know if Eskimo still has clips. I don't think so because it's been a long time since he streamed, but we could try.
Yeah! Yeah, we did it! We did it! Yeah! We did it! Trophy in! Yeah!
It should have been 10,000. Booyah. Get More up to 206,000 hearts. Congratulations, Get More. Well done, well done. All right, guys, we have now completed our learning about pH and chlorine for swimming pools. Let me know if you have any questions about the material we covered. It will be on the test next week. We're about to shift into phase 2, which is all about scuba. Look at this guy here. I gotta film him. Here he comes. Hey, say hello.
Hello there.
And so this is called the first stage of the tank, and this is the part that will release a lot of air at a very high pressure. You don't want to have this pointed at your face and then crank this valve open because it'll literally blast you. It's got a strong amount of force coming out of the first stage. So what can you do to reduce the amount of force and pressure to a level to where it's a softer amount of air, easier to breathe? That is the purpose of this octopus right here. And what it has on it is has a device on it, so when it's connected to this, it intakes the air into this octopus and distributes it to 4 lines, and then the air that comes out at this is called the third stage, is at a very low pressure, something that's you can manage, Before we go into the water, we should crack our tank open and make sure that everything is sounding good and there's no air leaks. So I'm gonna go ahead now and make sure that my tank is connected good. You always have it facing away from you so you don't accidentally like blow and hit yourself. And I'm gonna go ahead and crank the tank open. And you can see some of the hoses moving because they're getting under pressure. So there's now pressure in the lines, okay? So now I can look at this and I can see how much air that I for 1,000 PSI. Actually, I have closer to like 1,300 PSI. So as I was guessing, it's got about half of its air left. When it's full, it's around 3,000. Right now, it's at about 1,300 PSI. Okay, so that's how much air is in the tank. Also, I can check my 2 octopuses and make sure that they're working correctly. You should be able to do this and get a little air. You can feel, if you press this button, it allows the air to come forcefully, but also if you just put it in your mouth and you just pull, it'll like open the valve and allow you to breathe in some air only as much as you need. And that's your main, and then you also have your backup octopus, which is the one that you can share with your buddy. If you're in an emergency situation and that person runs out of air, you're like, here, take my second. So then you're both with a breather and you can share the same tank and you can do an emergency ascent to get back to the surface. All right, so this one we should test it also. It's good, it's working, it's got the air, it's not leaking, I don't hear any hissing, so my system is good without any problems, and I'm ready to put it in the water, and I'm going to add air to the jacket so that it'll float. I don't want it sinking to the bottom of the pool. Okay, so if I just throw this in the water right now, it's probably gonna, actually it might still float because even without air in the jacket, the tank itself is pretty floaty. So it has a lot of up. It doesn't have any weight in the pockets, so it doesn't have enough to make it sink. But just to make sure that it's very floaty and that it'll stay on the surface, I'm gonna go ahead and add a little air into the jacket. Okay, and the other good thing about adding air into the jacket is that it adds balance, okay? Because the jacket has air like on two sides, right? Almost like two little pillows on each side. So putting air in the jacket makes it stay balanced. It doesn't like rotate and twist, and I can basically just let it float around. This is called an integrated weight system, and it's really nice because usually the way that they sell weight is in a way that can be used in a weight belt or can be used in an integrated weight system. So a lot of times you buy weight in terms of shot. So this is a bag of shot, and you can get them in 3-pound bags, 4-pound bags, 5-pound bags. So you can mix any combination of weight into an integrated pocket like this. So what I have is I have a 5-pound shot, and I'm adding a 3-pound shot for a total of 8 pounds. So holy cow, normally I'm 12 to 14 pounds is what I would usually use, but clearly I want it to be really heavy the last time that I prepped this pack the way that I have. So I've got 8 pounds in each for a total of 16 pounds. And probably the reason I did that is in my swimming pool, I sometimes like to get on the bottom of the pool and like clean a little bit, scrub some stuff, make sure I get everything off. And you know, with that amount of weight, you're basically like a rock at the bottom of the pool. And I have to pretty much fully inflate my jacket to get to where I can get up near the surface, and then I can kind of kick the rest of the way, and I get to the edge, and then I can like unclip and put my weights on the side, and then I'm super floaty, and then I'm fine. All right. Good thing about booties, in addition to keeping your feet warm, is they're usually very good rubber sole with good ridges for traction. And so a lot of times you'll be entering water over rocks or sandy surfaces or all kinds of surfaces. You don't know what exactly you're going to be walking over, so you definitely don't want to be doing it in bare feet. Never a good idea. But sometimes people will take flops and then they'll put them in their pocket or whatever when they go in. But I have always felt like thin, simple booties like this, 3mm booties, are really. So that's pretty much going to be it for me in my stream. I hope you guys enjoyed the content. At least we got around the problem of lag and performance, even though we did have a battery. And guys, that's going to be it. I will catch you on the next one. Peace out. Later. Bye.